Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm gonna do a little video where I'm doing a couple things to try and shave as much weight out of this car as I possibly can. One of which being, once we started ripping all the plastics and the metal and everything and all the wiring and stuff from underneath the car, we had noticed there was like a black canister looking thing up back behind the stock fuel tank. And once we dropped that, then it became very apparent that there was something there. So I've been wanting to find out how we can get it out of there, because I'm pretty sure what it is it's the Evap canister or part of the Evap system. And since we're going to do a standalone, most of that stuff won't matter anymore. So I want to try and see how we can go ahead and get it out. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. It really helped me out. Drop a like, drop a comment, and yeah, we'll just go ahead and get into it, because be a short one. So let's go. So we get underneath here, and obviously we've got our rear diff. But you see this black box up here? This is what I want to try and get out. I want to get all the wiring. There's a couple hoses, this guy right here, those guys right there, and try and get all this stuff out, because obviously it doesn't need to be here. It's you know, just taking up space. So we're gonna see if we can drop the rear diff here, and if we can drop the rear diff, then we can get access to that. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so we got the rear diff mount out, and right now it's currently being supported by the jack. So I'm gonna try and leave the axles in and slowly just drop down the jack. We have the car on jack stands, so you know, most people that use it for a jacking point shouldn't affect us. But if I can drop it down, you know, a couple good 6 inches or so, should be able to get enough access to get up here to this black box. You can see all the hoses and everything. See, there's a bracket up in there, right there, and then there's a bracket right there. So if we can get all that kind of stuff out, that'd be great. There is this subframe piece right here. Obviously can't get that out. I mean, that's hooked up in a whole bunch of different ways, so we'll see if we can get any success with dropping this thing down. Alright guys, so I had to pull the wheels off because there's two little screws, little 10mm screws, you can see them back in there on each side, that I had to pull off. And This part right here, I'm not 100% sure what this is. Probably some sort of pump. But there's a bunch of hoses, there's an electrical connector, and a fitting that I had to get off that was kind of a pain in the butt. I'll show you when it's all out. But I think it's time for all this stuff to come out. At this point, it's, you know, it's pretty loose. So we're gonna have to try and fish it out with the diff still in here, but we're almost there. And there we have it. This whole thing, I'm not 100% sure what all this is, but I'm almost positive this is an evap system, or the canister, because we have a line here that I'm pretty sure went to the tank as a vent. This guy right here was kind of a pain in the butt connector to get off, but I think this is also part of a vent as well. And then of course, you know, you got the electronics for it. Yeah, so I don't know how much this weighs, but it's got to weigh probably, yeah, I don't know, compared together, probably, Jesus, I don't know, 15 pounds, 20 pounds maybe. So, let's go underneath the car, and I'll go ahead and show you what all it looks like now. So this big space up here is where that was. You can still see that guy, the metal hose piece. I'm not sure how to get that out. We might end up leaving some of this stuff. Oh, okay, that hose runs right there. That's our fuel hose, like our fuel fill hose. So, okay, that could come out too, huh? Oh my gosh. You guys, this is a terrible road we've gone down. This is, all I want to do is just pull stuff out. You know, if we don't need it, delete it. Just because I want to literally get as much weight out of this thing as humanly possible. These VA chassis are very heavy for a drag car. You know, you look at like a 2005 versus 2015 plus, the weight difference is huge. You know, we're talking, once you strip everything out of like a 05, you could probably be at 2,500 pounds. This guy, with me in it, before we have done anything to it, it was 3,680 pounds. So if I could get it down to even 3,000, like, they say 100 pounds is typically about 1/10 of a second. So if we got it, you know, down almost 700 pounds, that's 7/10 of a second at the same power level. So, yeah, going down this rabbit hole, we're going drag silly. At this point, it's, you know, it's a drag car, and I'm gonna treat it that way. So, this was gonna be a little short little video for you guys. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you would do to your drag car. I'm curious to find out, because once the itch is there, it's tough to not scratch it. So other than that, if you like this video, share it with a couple of your friends. It would really help me out. And I guess we'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.